Article 800.2 in the National Electrical Code, or NEC, defines abandoned cabling as installed wiring that is no longer in use, which has been disconnected from all power sources and terminals, and which is not planned to be used again for its intended purpose. While Article 800.2 defines abandoned cabling, it does not specifically require the removal of old and abandoned cabling in commercial buildings. However, several other NEC articles and requirements may indirectly apply to the handling of abandoned cabling. Let's examine some of these relevant code references. Firstly, Article 90.2 requires electrical installations to be maintained in a safe condition. This implies that abandoned cabling, if not properly managed, could potentially create an unsafe condition and therefore need attention. Secondly, Article 110.12 forbids the use of electrical components that are known to be unsafe. Abandoned cabling that is deteriorating or posing a hazard could fall under this category. Thirdly, Article 110.26 requires the removal of unused overhead wires and cables. This applies to situations where abandoned cabling is present in overhead spaces. Fourthly, Article 800.44b requires the removal of unused communication cables outside of buildings. This section specifically addresses the removal of abandoned communication cables in exterior environments. Fifthly, Article 820.56 requires the removal of abandoned fire, alarm and detection system cables. This addresses the specific type of cabling related to safety systems. These are just a few examples of NEC articles that may be relevant to the handling of abandoned cabling. It is important to note that local or state building codes and fire codes may have specific requirements for the removal of abandoned cabling. These local regulations can vary depending on the jurisdiction. To ensure compliance and safety, it is recommended to consult with the local authority having jurisdiction, also known as the AHJ, or a qualified electrician for guidance on the specific requirements for your commercial building. They can provide expert advice based on the local codes and the specific circumstances of the installation. The NEC provides a framework for safe electrical installations, and proper management of abandoned cabling is an important aspect of maintaining that safety. By understanding the relevant NEC articles and consulting with qualified professionals, you can ensure that abandoned cabling is handled in a safe and compliant manner. Remember that the interpretation and application of the NEC can be complex, and it is always best to seek professional guidance when dealing with electrical installations. Neglecting abandoned cabling can lead to various problems. Firstly, it can create a fire hazard. Abandoned cables, especially older ones, may have degraded insulation, increasing the risk of short circuits and electrical fires. Secondly, it can contribute to a cluttered and disorganized environment. Abandoned cables can accumulate over time, making it difficult to trace and maintain active cables. This can also impede access to equipment and create tripping hazards. Thirdly, it can hinder future upgrades and modifications. The presence of abandoned cables can make it challenging to install new cabling or equipment, as it can be difficult to distinguish between active and abandoned cables. Fourthly, it can reduce the value and attractiveness of a property. Potential buyers or tenants may view abandoned cabling as a sign of neglect and poor maintenance. In addition to the NEC and local codes, industry best practices also recommend the removal of abandoned cabling. The Telecommunications Industry Association, or TIRE, and the Building Industry Consulting Service International, or BICSI, provide guidelines and standards for cabling infrastructure, including the management of abandoned cables. These organizations emphasize the importance of removing abandoned cabling to maintain a safe, efficient, and organized cabling system. When removing abandoned cabling, it is crucial to follow proper safety procedures. Firstly, always disconnect the power to the circuit before starting any work. Secondly, use appropriate tools and equipment for removing the cables. Thirdly, wear personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as gloves and safety glasses. Fourthly, dispose of the removed cables properly, following local regulations for electronic waste disposal. Fifthly, document the removal process, including the location and type of cables removed. In conclusion, While Article 800.2 of the NEC defines abandoned cabling, it does not explicitly mandate its removal. However, other NEC articles, local codes, and industry best practices all support the removal of abandoned cabling to ensure safety, organization, and compliance. Always consult with the AHA or a qualified electrician for specific guidance on the requirements for your commercial building and follow proper safety procedures when removing abandoned cabling. A well-maintained cabling infrastructure is essential for the safe and reliable operation of any commercial building. Neglecting abandoned cabling can have serious consequences, so it is important to address it proactively and responsibly. Understanding the NEC, local codes, and industry best practices is crucial for ensuring compliance and maintaining a safe electrical environment. Remember to prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals whenever dealing with electrical installations. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the NEC articles mentioned earlier. Article 90.2, which pertains to the scope of the NEC, emphasizes that electrical installations must be maintained in a safe condition. This is a broad requirement that applies to all aspects of electrical work, including the management of abandoned cabling. If abandoned cabling is creating a hazard, such as a fire risk or tripping hazard, it is the responsibility of the property owner or manager to address it. Article 110.12, which covers workmanship, prohibits the use of electrical components that are known to be unsafe. This includes abandoned cables that are damaged, deteriorated, or pose a risk of electrical shock or fire. If abandoned cables are in such condition, they must be removed or repaired to ensure safety. Article 110.26, which addresses spaces about electrical equipment, requires the removal of unused overhead wires and cables. This section is particularly relevant in commercial buildings where cabling is often run overhead, such as in ceilings or cable trays. Abandoned overhead cables can create a cluttered and hazardous environment, and their removal is necessary to maintain a safe working space. Article 800.44b, which deals with communication circuits, specifically requires the removal of unused communication cables outside of buildings. This includes cables such as telephone, data, and fiber optic cables. The rationale behind this requirement is that abandoned communication cables can deteriorate over time and pose a safety hazard, especially in outdoor environments where they are exposed to the elements. Article 820.56, which concerns coaxial cable, mandates the removal of abandoned fire alarm and detection system cables. This is a critical safety requirement, as abandoned fire alarm cables can interfere with the proper functioning of the fire alarm system. Removing these cables ensures that the fire alarm system operates reliably and provides timely warnings in case of a fire. It's important to understand the difference between abandoned cabling and active cabling. Active cabling refers to cables that are currently in use and connected to operational equipment. Abandoned cabling, on the other hand, refers to cables that are no longer in use, disconnected from all power sources and terminals, and not planned to be used again for their intended purpose. The NEC requirements for abandoned cabling primarily focus on the removal and proper management of these unused cables. When identifying abandoned cabling, it's essential to trace the cables back to their source and verify that they are indeed disconnected and no longer in use. This may involve consulting with the building's IT or telecommunications department to determine the purpose of the cables and whether they are still needed. Once abandoned cabling has been identified, the next step is to remove it safely and properly. This involves disconnecting the cables from all equipment, carefully removing them from their supports, and disposing of them in accordance with local regulations. It's crucial to avoid damaging active cables during the removal process, as this could disrupt critical services. In some cases, it may be necessary to label or tag the active cables to prevent accidental disconnection during the removal process. After the abandoned cabling has been removed, it's important to properly document the removal process. This includes recording the location and type of cables removed, as well as the date of removal. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance and troubleshooting efforts. In addition to the NEC requirements and industry best practices, it's also important to consider the aesthetic aspects of abandoned cabling. Abandoned cables can create a cluttered and unsightly appearance which can detract from the overall look and feel of a commercial building. Removing abandoned cabling can improve the appearance of the building and create a more professional and organized environment. Furthermore, abandoned cabling can also attract pests and rodents. These creatures may use the cables as nesting material or as a pathway to access other parts of the building. Removing abandoned cabling can help to prevent pest infestations and maintain a cleaner and healthier environment. In summary, the NEC provides a framework for safe electrical installations, and the proper management of abandoned cabling is an important aspect of maintaining that safety. While Article 800.2 defines abandoned cabling, other NEC articles, local codes, and industry best practices all support the removal of abandoned cabling to ensure safety, organization, and compliance. Always consult with the AHJ or a qualified electrician for specific guidance on the requirements for your commercial building, and follow proper safety procedures when removing abandoned cabling. By addressing abandoned cabling proactively and responsibly, you can help to ensure the safe and reliable operation of your commercial building.